guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Nyachira. I'm a doctor by training, passion and profession, and I'm so glad that you joined us this week. Today we'll talk about parenting teenagers mostly. A lot of times I get requests from parents to mentor girls, to mentor their children. And so I have a few thoughts about how you can interact better with your teenager, with your young adult female. Maybe the boy, it applies to boys too, but I never consider myself an expert on boys' matters. Perhaps I can invite a gentleman to come and share a few thoughts about what they think about parenting boys. It is important to note that no, I'm not a parent, but I am passionate about young women, about living life fully, living well with people. And so this is just me sharing a few thoughts I have about parenting young women. Number one, listen to them. You know, most of the time we talk to our teenagers, to our young adults, and even to children, and we don't allow them a moment to respond. A lot of people growing up were told that responding was rude. It was you could only respond if you're an adult. But times are changing, and so we might have to listen a little more to our children. Listen to their fears. They'll tell you. If you listen, they'll tell you. They'll tell you about their fears. They'll tell you about the bully at school. They'll tell you about the person who almost sexually molested or already abused them. They'll tell you all these things if you listen. You have to listen. Listening is an active process. You have to listen. Do not be in a hurry. You know, nowadays it's very easy to get caught up on your gadget and you listen as you say, I'm listening, but no, just listen. The second thing that I've come to realize that I personally have observed worked for me also is be interested. It is one thing to listen, it's the other thing to be interested. Be interested in their daily lives. Be interested to know their friends, their hobbies, their preferences. Be interested. Fully engage with them. It's actually really nice that they're at home and they're having to do the digital learning, and parents in the new curriculum are being forced to engage. Don't do it just because it is what is required of you. Be interested. Think about your children as an adult or as a human friend. Don't look at them by their age alone. Consider them as a human being. And the needs of a human being are the same, regardless of age. We all hate disrespect, so do not disrespect your children. And disrespect for children, sometimes, especially in the African setting, we can feel like it's a very fluid point. Respect their space. If you're teaching them that that somebody shouldn't walk into the room when you're dressing, do not enter their room when they're dressing. Learn to knock as well. You know, we have this thing of thinking it's my house, you're under my roof. Teach them the things that you want them to grasp, but teach them by showing them how it's done. If you're teaching your young girl that you cannot allow somebody to touch you, do not touch them in a way that you tell them that it's not allowed. The third thing, maybe the final one for today, be a role model. Be an example for your children to emulate. It's okay if you get somebody else to come and mentor your child, but be somebody that your child admires. Dress in a way that your child admires. Speak to people in a way that your child admires. Actually, our children learn more from us by observing us, and then we then ask, how is it done, or how should I? When you tell us do this and that, the next question is, how do I do it? And so those three, I think for me, work the best. Listen, be interested, and be a role model. Subscribe. Let us know what other conversations we can have with you. Subscribe. See you next week.